The door just flew off of the plane.
There was a seat that I think got pulled out of the plane, but luckily no one was sitting there.
If you are on a plane where you almost die, how much money are you expecting? A lot of flight stuff's been happening recently. Like there's a bunch of shit I saw. Planes catching on fire, and then most recently, an Alaskan Airlines flight, the door just flew off of the plane mid-flight. Now, did you guys see this?
Yes, yeah.
So they decided to offer a refund to the people on the plane, you know, for their troubles. You know, you would expect that, right? Like, oh my god, I can't believe you went through this traumatic experience. We're gonna pay you something, you know, so that you're okay. Now tell me, if you are on a plane where you almost die, every person on that plane almost dies, they're traumatized for the rest of their lives, how much money are you expecting to get back?
Yeah, at least $1 million if I'm risking my life. At least $1 million.
But see,
I'm
here's
saying
the
each
thing.
person
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
I'm saying like
Yeah,
100K.
200k, 200k.
100, 200K, somewhere around that is something I want.
I would say something around that as well. But like, by the way that it works is like, if it wasn't something that was caused by the airline, I don't think legally there should be required to pay anything. You know what I mean?
Well, it wasn't the airline. I'm sure it was Boeing, right? Or was it the
I'm
airline?
pretty sure it was a problem with the plane itself, so it wouldn't be the airline.
Yeah, that can't be the airline.
Well, no, then it would be the airline's fault.
But obviously, the airline is still responsible for anything that happens on their
Well, yeah.
aircraft,
If
so-
it's a manufacturer, like if it's an issue that Boeing has in its like design or manufacturing,
It
then
was.
yeah.
It was.
Okay.
It was a
Then-
problem with Boeing, yeah.
Okay, then yeah, then I think there should be a payout from Boeing, not the airline.
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
Yeah.
Mm.
See, the thing is,
Which,
if it
yeah.
if it was an act
So
of
what was
God,
it, Ari?
No, go ahead. You can go ahead.
I was just gonna say, if it was like an act of God, then I don't think there necessarily needs to be a payout. I think it would be great if the airline did or if Boeing did. But if it was some issue that, you know, the airline didn't check something, pre-flight checks, and they failed on that, then I think the airline should be the one to pay. But if it is what you're saying, and if it's Boeing that has some design flaw in, I don't know what plane it was, probably an Airbus or something, then I think, yeah, Boeing should be doing a big
747.
payout.
Ari, how much did they actually pay them? I'm sure you know.
So what did you guys say? Prem said like $1 million. Rishi said 100k. Nish, what did you say?
We all probably know it's like something in like the pennies on the dollar. But
Yeah.
Nish, what did you say? What was your guess?
What?
What was your what was the
Payout?
amount that you would want?
100K,
Yeah,
100K,
what would you want?
100K,
What would you want? 100k?
Yeah.
They got $1,500. $1,500. They nearly
we
died.
expected that, right?
Traumatized for the rest of their life.
Expected.
1,000. Oh, sorry, my bad. And a refund on their seat. Sorry.
Oh wow!
So I added like an extra $200 to that.
That's fucked.
Regardless, everyone expects that to happen. Like everyone knows, unless you actually go full on with the lawsuit, you're not getting 100K from that airline. They're giving you the bare minimum of what is required in a payout, and they're just trying to ease your minds with as little money as possible.
Dude,
Which
the
is
whole
so
the
sad.
whole
you know
travel
what's crazy?
industry is just
No, go ahead. Sorry. You good.
no, you finish.
I was gonna say there was a seat that I think got pulled out of the plane, but luckily no one was sitting there,
What
which is
the
a
hell,
crazy
bro?
thing.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
That's
Oh
what I
my
heard.
God.
I saw that, but I don't know if it was like a true statement. Again, I'm not the news, but I read that somewhere.
Here's
But if that's true,
here's
if that's
another
true,
point.
that's crazy.
I don't know if this was real or a joke, right? But basically, this one guy, he was on the plane, and the plane landed, whatever, and he immediately bought puts, like put derivatives on Boeing
Yeah.
stock because he knew that this was gonna come out.
Wow.
Okay.
That's
So-
smart.
So here's the thing, right? No one actually did this. This is just like a Reddit thread.
No,
Like,
that's
if
So,
I
fine.
did
so
but
the
that-
Reddit thread it
my
pretty much
debate-
just asks like,
my debate is, do you think that's insider trading or do you think that's
Right.
valid?
yeah.
No, I
So the
think
guy
it's
on Wall
insider
Street
trading.
Bets literally just said, "Is it insider trading if I bought Boeing puts while I'm inside the wrecked plane?"
Okay,
So-
yeah. So like that's my point. So like,
I
what
think
do
it
you
is. I
guys
think
think?
it
No,
Do you guys think
no.
it's
It's not.
insider
It's not
trading?
Why
insider
not?
trading.
It's more of like a
It's
you almost risk your life.
You're not working for the company.
yeah.
But I don't. Insider trading doesn't mean you work for the company.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I-
It doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It kind of
Insider trading
does.
is when you have
You have
information.
some
No,
sort
it's when
of-
you have non. No, it's when you have non-public information that
Yeah.
is affecting your decision on stock trading. And I think that that
How
should
do
be.
you define the
considered insider
public? Because
trading.
there's a whole plane full of people there.
No, but it's not public information yet. It's not
It's
public
not
information
disclosed
yet.
to investors.
It's not
but my
disclosed to
thing-
investors,
My
yeah.
my thing is like you almost risked your life, bro. Like
Yeah, but
your
okay,
life is
that's
You can't use
that's-
that. You can't use that.
You can't use
Why
that.
not?
The idea is okay. Is it insider trading? Insider trading objectively, like what is it? And then is the action insider trading? You can't say because
Like,
there's
Prem,
to be allowed.
say like the top secret like news about Apple's products being defective or something is like, or that they have a button that Apple is going to press and it explodes all of their iPhones. Say they have this news locked up inside some crazy vault with all the security. I risk my life to break into Apple's headquarters and pass through that vault, but I get that information. All of a sudden it's fine because I risk my life.
Well, that's different because you're
that's
you're like
so
you're actively going out of it,
You're
out of your way to
actively-
do
and
it.
That is
so
100% insider trading.
That was the worst example.
Definitively insider trading.
That was
Actually,
so
that
might have been-
No, that's not even insider trading. That's just a crime. Like that's
That's
just a
not
yeah,
straight
like
up-
crime.
breaking
just a
in,
straight,
like,
up,
what?
straight up breaking and entering.
I changed my answer from before because technically, if word got out, it was still by word of mouth and it wasn't public news yet. So that's technically insider trading. But the real question is, would they charge him with that? Like if he actually bought,
I don't think-
Boeing
I don't think
parts,
they
I
would.
don't think you. I don't
It's
think
hard
they
to
could.
determine that,
If it
right?
goes to a court, the jury will sympathize with somebody who just like had their
Well,
life at
almost lost
stake.
their life.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, and
Um,
I don't think it would cause a big enough issue in terms of like the amount he would win from like these derivatives that it would like
Yeah.
even if it's like $500,000, like that's nothing
I'm
compared to
talking
the
about
insider
more
trading.
of, like,
honestly,
the
it
principle
should
of
it should
it.
compensate him for the shitty compensation that Boeing gave him. You know?
Yeah, he actually low-key probably if he would have
like-
done that, he probably would have made more off those puts than
Yeah.
Boeing's payout, man. Like
He's like,
Literally,
hey guys,
yeah,
hey
easily,
guys.
easily.
almost 3-4x, yeah.
They get off the plane and Boeing's like, hey guys, so we're not going to tell the public yet, and we're not going to pay you. So if you want to go put puts on this, that's what we're giving you.
Yeah, that's
That
their
information.
compensation. That's their
That's their
compensation.
compensation. We're letting you make the puts
Compensation
right
is
now.
letting you know. By the way, we are going down right now. If you couldn't tell. So, like,